Everybody was like 0 time, and then right, anyway, I'm already in the video. What's going on? Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare battle. Well, not whatever, everybody. So today I'm telling you about how it was about, I did not actually count the days. But anyway, day 1, packing to get there and actually getting there. So my friend Zach comes over, who I probably haven't mentioned in a video yet. My friend Zach comes over, and we get for a little bit for a sleepover before the vacation actually starts. Oh, hello, Brennan. And we start packing, and so we start packing. Me and Zach are just playing our tablets, PvZ Heroes, you know, just chilling, because he doesn't have a PS4, and if we did, and well, yeah. Anyway. Well, we were battling in Plants vs Zombies, and everybody. Oh, thank you. And so we were battling in PvZ Heroes, and then whenever we got in the car, we noticed about 30 minutes into the drive, we noticed that for some reason my iPad wasn't charging. And so we go to Buc-ee's, I think that's what it was called. And in Buc-ee's, we go get some cotton candy, which brings back memories, which I have never mentioned in a video, and it's a story short enough to where it doesn't need to be in a video. Anyway. And so we get a new cord to where both of our tablets can charge at the same time, and for some reason my tablet doesn't start charging, and it never did. And then a little bit before we actually got to our hotel, our cabin, we went to the hey, it's going into the lava. We went to a store, and me and Zach both picked out our own cereal. The only reason I'm mentioning this is because it's very important for later on in this story. And then once we get there, we start unpacking, and we notice this dog. This dog just runs over to our house. Now, none of us, Dylan, you can't help talk about this. Your car? No, the house that we got to.
The cabin?
Yeah, we did not know what to think, because, well, it's a dog. We didn't know if it had an owner or anything, so we just left it alone. And then that night, I was out of wiggling in my sleep. And day 2, everybody wakes up. I wake up early. I go onto my tablet, which is actually working now, minus the fact it has no Wi-Fi. I start playing some Sonic Dash. Everybody's having a good time. I get a box of unicorn marshmallows, which is the one Zach picked out. Unicorn Lucky Charm marshmallows. And start eating breakfast. Soon we start eating, and then my friend Zach wakes up at 8 a.m. instead of 7 an hour later, so I don't usually sleep in intentionally. And so he wakes up, gets his box of unicorn marshmallows, and starts chowing down. We learned it had Pokemon cards in it. He did not get the rare foil card. He He did not get one. Well, he did get a rare foil card. It was Eevee. I don't even know what I'm doing. And so after that, Dylan, you can join if you want.
I don't want to. Hold on.
So we're doing so then later on, we are getting ready to go on to get ice cream. And then for some reason my dad brings up the fact I go to get a little bit of unicorn marshmallow Lucky Charms, and then Zach says to stop, and then Dad brings up the fact that I had some earlier today, and then all of a sudden Zach gets really mad about me eating some of his Lucky Charms. I'm not necessarily sure why, but I'm not gonna judge too harshly. And so and so that sort of started an argument that lasted until we got our ice cream. Oh wait, no, ice cream was day 2. Oopsies.
Yeah, you are on day 2.
I mean the day after this. I mean day 3. We went to a convenience store to buy candy. Never mind. Forget I said ice cream. So I had Laffy Taffy. I got a Laffy Taffy stick. My little sister got a Laffy Taffy stick, and then Zach got a Juicy Drop Pop. We start chowing down on our candy. We're having a good time and all. And then we start having this long conversation, and then there's this large pathway around the gas station to the parking lot that goes all the way around the gas station. And even though we were right next to our car, my dad for some reason decided to make us choose this long walk around the gas station to get to our car, instead of just taking 3 or 4 steps and getting to the car already. I was not really expecting that, but it still happened. And now I'm gonna go do a Trial of Gnomes to show everybody how bad I am at Trials of Gnomes, and the only reason I have Torchwood is because I bought it. That's for another video. Anyway, we come back, and then my dad tells us we went to go fishing on a nearby lake, and then remember the dog I mentioned yesterday from day 1? It came back again, and we started petting it and stuff, loving on it, because we really liked the little doggy. And then later on, we learned the little doggy's name is Biscuit, and so we kept calling it by its name this time, which probably would have been a good idea to do in the first place. We called it by its name. We loved on it some more. We love hanging with the dogs. Hanging with that dog. Then we get ready for bed, watch American Idol for a little bit, get ready for bed, go to sleep. Day 3. I wake up that day, start playing the tablet. That same dog is there. An hour later, Zach wakes up. We start playing around a Clue, having a good day. Start playing around a Clue. Zach's winning easily. He's a bit too good at Clue. And then after that, I start playing Sonic. The Sonic the Hedgehog. Everybody should know what that is. If you don't, it's a game where you're a hedgehog. A blue hedgehog that doesn't look that much like a hedgehog. and you're running around trying to defeat this guy named Eggman. And no, he's not made of eggs. And yeah, I'm getting off point. I'm gonna. So we go. Then all of a sudden, I ask Zach if he wants to play Uno, and long story short, we managed to get to an argument about the Lucky Charms thing again. Long story short, an hour later, we're finally ready to talk to each other. And I keep trying to look for bugs to dissect and kill. To look under a microscope. Yes, I did say dissect and kill. So here I am, looking around, trying to kill I suggested that if my little sister bleeds, I could take the blood with the dropper and put it in the specimen vial, but then but nobody liked that idea.
Wait, where did you get a microscope?
I'm not sure. My mom just bought it for me. Anyway, we started. So after playing with the microscope a little bit, I need to be a different character. I forgot the imp is great with this. After playing with the microscope a little bit, we come back inside, get ready for the day. Well, we already were ready for the day. So we go back inside, we go leave for ice cream at the same convenience store. And then all of a sudden and then after ice cream, we go to this playground. None of us were expecting to go to a playground, especially since it took an hour and a half to get to the playground. So we go there, we start playing. Everyone was bored because the playground was literally for 4-year-olds. So, huge waste of our time. No. I mean, the slides were not even a full meter above the ground. So, anyway, we have this game, and Zach is putting his head on the slide, and me and Sophia are dumping rocks down the slide to hit his head. Yes, Zach did agree to this. We're not just pouring rocks on some poor boy's head. We're not that cruel. No, because we're not done yet. Besides, it barely even started. So yeah, we don't need to wrap it up then yet. So we're having wait, Brennan, are you still watching? Yeah. So, where was I at? Dylan, where was I at? I forgot. Oh yeah,
you were at the part where you were dumping rocks on Zach's head.
Yeah. And then after that, we go to this fancy restaurant for a hotel, and I wasn't expecting this at all, but we ended up going to a bar to eat, and it was a very nice bar. They said it was a bar, but didn't seem to be like a bar because it seemed too fancy to be a bar. Way too fancy. And we were the only ones there. There were no arcades or anything.
Well, yeah, it's a place where you eat.
Bars have arcades.
Most of them don't.
And so anyway, we eat. After we get done eating, we head on our way back to the cabin. So yeah, we're at the cabin now, getting ready to wrap up the day. And so, while we're wrapping up, and so we start playing board games. Dose. Have any of you played Dose?
I haven't played it, but I've seen it.
Yeah. So we start playing those, have a little bit of a card game. Everybody gets ready for bed, and we all go to sleep. Day 5. Anyway, the day right before the day we go home. So we're having a normal day. Wake up. I'm sort of sad because we have to leave the next day. Wow, I've explained everything in a very short time. So we wake up, do our usual, play board games, play video games. Today we didn't really have a field trip, so we were staying at the house. Then Biscuit, the dog, comes over. And did I mention Biscuit is adorable? Anyway, Biscuit just comes over. We start petting him, and for the first time he just rubs over, so he turns over, and so me, Zach, and my little sister Sophia are all giving the little dog belly rubs. In fact, I'm super sad that we had to leave poor little Biscuit behind.
Wait, did you end up finding out who Biscuit's owner was?
Yeah, that's how we learned Biscuit's name.
Wait, why did he keep showing up to your house?
He liked us. And so we keep petting him and all that. We keep going in and out, and then we start finding the live action version of Beauty and the Beast. None of us could stay up long enough to watch the whole thing. It ended at like 8:40, and for some reason everyone was really tired by then, even though we usually go to bed at like 10 on days where we don't have school. So that was weird. And so the next day, aka today, here we get ready to leave. We give little Biscuit one last goodbye. We start getting ready to get in the car, and we go. Have any of you seen Night in the Museum? We started watching Night at the Museum, the first one. Have any of you watched that? Well, I can't hear you at all. So we watched the first one, and there was this really funny part that was probably my favorite, where Sacagawea says the thief headed east but lost control and crashed, and then the security guard asked how Sacagawea knew this, and then Sacagawea points, and there's a car flipped upside down with sparks coming out of it. And that was probably my favorite part of the whole movie. And so, anyway, then after that we start watching The Boss Baby. In fact, unexpectedly, Boss Baby actually has a moral, which is, no matter how hard you try, there's enough love to go around. And
that doesn't make sense. No matter how hard you try, there's enough love to go around.
Anyway, so after that, we're on our way home again, playing the iPad. Me and Zach starts playing the duck song, and then we making up our own. On the third one, it gets to, the duck walked up to the lemonade stand, and he said to the man, run in the sand, hey, ba ba ba, got any grapes? And then the man's eyes pop out, looking at the duck. Then the duck bounced away, bouncy, bouncy, bounce. Then the duck bounced away, bouncy, bouncy, bounce. Till the very next day, ba 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 ba, when the duck walked up. Okay, and the next one, it turned out to be, instead of the duck walking up to the lemonade stand, it was more the duck fearing for his life. The duck, in the fourth one, the duck gets catapulted away in a slingshot. The fourth one, kicked to Mars. Fifth one,
1 second.
kicked 3 galaxies down. Then in the sixth one, the minion, the guy running the stand gives up and just slingshots himself into a brick wall. He survives. It's cartoon animation where they run into the wall and then they stick to the wall.
And then slowly fall off.
Yeah, that.
And then
the man eventually did get out a chainsaw and killed the duck. Somehow the duck survived after I said the duck died. Then I hung the duck, what's to say, so to speak. And then the third one, I just, never mind the third one. Because I forgot. Not because it's too scary, but because I actually forgot. Yes, I have already created this trial. Completed this trial.
Is the video over?
No.
The video is...
And then we almost get home. We finally get home. I give my dad we drop off my friend Zach, say our last goodbye. Then after we drop off my friend Zach, we go home, we get taco casa, we eat the taco casa. I unpack, get on PS4, play a little bit with Brennan, who you've already met, Potato Joe 101, Trevor Edwards, yeah, you know all that stuff, or you should.
Wait, I have a question. Where was your vacation to?
I still don't know. I think it was Logansville. I'm pretty sure it was Logansville or Logansburg. I forgot how you pronounce it.
Wait, was it in Texas?
Yes.
How far away was it? Like, how many hours was it drive?
5. If not more.
And it was like a mountain.
7. Yeah, it wasn't a mountain trip, apparently. Even though I was told it was mountains, it wasn't mountains. So anyway, when we get home, my friend Dylan comes on, and then I start making this video. I explain everything. After I get done explaining everything, I tell everyone how I explained everything. And then so on and so on and so on.
Yeah,
and that concludes this video. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you.
Unsubscribe to T-Series.
I did not hear that at all. So, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you. I'm happy that you decided to watch this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you want to, and have a great rest of your day. And I'll just be ending this video later. Usually this would be the part where I cut off and pause the video for a bit and then just show this. So just skip ahead to 24:40.
Wait, Kev, can we end the video?
Just skip to 24:50. Hold on. No. Just play music. Don't worry, 30 seconds left. Actually, we'll just hit it now. Sugar Plum Fury says bye. Bye. Have a great day. Stop broadcasting.